Okay, we're going to get started on the 12-2 work together problem. And again, you need that chart from your textbook from lesson 12-2, so you can go ahead and grab those if you need to be able to see, or you can pull up the slides as well to figure out this federal income tax. But our instructions here are to determine the federal income tax that must be withheld for each employee. Use the tax withholding tables in lesson 12-2 of your textbook. Calculate the amount of Social Security tax and Medicare tax that must be withheld for each employee, so we'll have to actually calculate those. We use those rates, Social Security tax rate of 6.2% and a Medicare tax rate of 1.45%. None of the employees has accumulated earnings greater than the tax base. So again, like I said earlier, we won't have to deal with that today. Round dollar amounts to the nearest cent. So we're going to move down to our employees here. So our first one is John Clausen. It says that he is married, so I'm going to first find my married person's chart, okay? And then I'm going to look at the number of allowances, withholding allowances, and the total earnings. So first I'm going to find the total earnings on the chart. So it's at least $1,360, okay? And then I'm going to move over to the two allowances, and I'm going to find that the federal income tax withholding is $52, okay? Now I need to calculate the Social Security tax withholding. So I'm going to take the total earnings, which is $1,360, and multiply that by 0.062 or 6.2% on your calculator, and I'm going to get $84.32. Okay, then we're going to move on to the Medicare tax withholding. So I'm going to take the total earnings, $1,360, times 0.0145 or 1.45%, and I'm going to get $19.72. Okay, no rounding here. That one was pretty simple. Okay, I'm going to look at Janice Edison, and she is single, so I need to make sure I find the right chart. Okay, and then her total earnings are $980, so that's in the at least $980 column, and it's one allowance, so I'm going to move over to the one intersect, and that's going to be $79 for federal income tax withholding. Okay, then I'm going to need to calculate her Social Security. So I'm going to take her total earnings of $980 times 0.062, so 60.76 for how much is taken out there. Then we have our Medicare withholding, take $980 times 0.0145, and I'll get $14.21. Okay, and then I'm going to move on to Terry Lambert, and Terry is married, so I'm going to find the married chart. Total earnings are $1,510, so if I'm looking through, that falls in the at least $1,500 and then but less than $1,520, so I'm going to find that column. And then I'm going to move over and find three withholdings, and that's going to give me $50 of withholdings. Okay, Social Security tax, again, I'm going to calculate, so 1,510 times 0.062, $93.62. And then my Medicare withholding, 1,510 times 0.0145. And this one I'm going to have to round. So right now it says 21.895. And if I'm rounding, that's going to bring me to $21.90. Okay. Last one here is Anthony Simpson, and he is single. So I'm going to find the single chart, and then my total earnings are 1,125. So that is going to fall into the at least 1,120, but less than 1,140. Okay, and he has two withholdings. So I'm going to move along the chart to two, and that's $77 in federal income tax withholding. And then Social Security, I'm going to calculate again. So 1,125 times 0.062 is going to give me 69.75. And then my Medicare withholding is 1,125 times 0.0145 to give me 1631. Now, my decimal here was 16.3125. So if I'm rounding, the 2 makes it go down, so 31 cents. Okay, and you can save and continue. Okay, and that brings it to the end there. So go ahead and work on the on your own, and then finish up the application, which will be due Monday.